Hey, welcome to Mooney Reads. My name is Beck, and today I'm going to be talking about my reading plans for January. I have two readathons that run throughout all of January that I plan to participate in, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. I am going to be doing the Rent readathon, but that TBR is going to come a little bit later. I'm going to go ahead and apologize if the lighting is a little bit weird. I'm still learning how to use my lighting equipment. It's definitely a step up because now I can actually film when the sun is down and not have it look like total trash, but it's still a work in progress, so we'll just learn together. The 2 month-long readathons that I plan on participating in are Buzzwordathon and Read Your Shelves readathon. The prompt for the Buzzwordathon this month is Dream, so you have to pick a book that has dream in the title. And the book that I chose also fits with the Read Your Shelves readathon. I'm going to be rereading Our Dreams at Dusk, Volume 1. Now, in theory, I would also like to read the subsequent volumes pretty soon after. I don't know if I'm going to get to all of them this month or not, but I know for sure that I'm going to start this reread. So this is for the Buzzwordathon, but it also fits some prompts for the Read Your Shelves readathon, including to reread a book that's a part of a series, and a graphic novel. Another manga and graphic novel that is a part of a series that I will be reading this month is The Girl from the Other Side, Volume 3. I mentioned in another video that this was behind my bookshelf. It was. I completely took apart my bookshelf. I actually reorganized a little bit and filmed part of it. So if that ends up being viable, hopefully a video will be up of it at some point. But I'm stoked that I have this available now, so it's gonna get read pretty soon. There's another sequel that I plan on reading. This one is not a graphic novel, but it is written by an author from the same country as me, and it is an author that I love, although that might have more to do with his online presence, but I did like his other book. That's going to be A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor by Hank Green. This is also newly acquired. It is the most recent book that I bought. I am super excited for this. It seems kind of big, especially compared to An Absolutely Remarkable Thing. Okay, so I looked and it's only 100-page difference, so the cover probably just makes it seem bigger. But I am so excited to read this, but I'm going to make myself finish one of the books that I'm already in the middle of first, so we can get into those. The one I think I'm going to get to first is probably 30 Names of Night by Zane Jigadar. As well as being a book that I have started but have yet to finish, this should also count for an Own Voices book, because the person who wrote this is trans and Syrian American, and so is the main character of the story. I am about 2 chapters into this book, and it is so good so far. Like, the writing style by itself is enough to make me really like it. I'm not going to say too much more just because I'm only 2 chapters in, but I am super excited for this. The other books that I'm in the middle of that I hope to work on more this month that count for this readathon include The Undocumented Americans by Carla Cornejo Villavicencio. I started this a couple of months ago. I actually read the first bit of it during a vlog. I'm somewhere between a third and a quarter of the way through, and I'm really loving it. I just need to sit down and finish it. The Undocumented American also fits for the Own Voices prompt as well as the nonfiction prompt. Next is a book that I plan on working on, probably not finishing, and that is Sontag by Benjamin Moser. I started this for the Tome Topple, and I'm still working my way through. This is probably going to be a slow read. But as well as it being one that I've started and not finished, it's also a nonfiction that is intimidating and a long book. I also have some short books. Of course, the manga that I've already talked about could count for the short book prompt, but I'm also going to be reading a poetry collection, which would also be a short book. And that collection I'm probably going to read is Post-Colonial Love Poem by Natalie Diaz. I also have a nonfiction book that is quite short that I plan on reading, and that is On Tyranny by Timothy Snyder. So this is kind of history and also kind of political science oriented. So that is all for my January TBR. My Rent Readathon TBR will be coming out at some point as well, so definitely stick around for that. If you've read any of these, definitely let me know what you thought about them in the comments, and thank you all so much for watching. Bye!